I'm Fork, and this is my garage. And this is a box. So, I have had, in my day, I've had 3 motorcycle helmets, and I've always had a problem with them where they don't fit quite right. When you wear a helmet, you should be able to ride for just hours on end, and the helmet doesn't get away. For me, it always does. So, before we open this, let me just kind of explain the helmets that I've had over the years. The first helmet I ever got was an HJC CL Max. I got this one probably about 12 years ago when I first started riding. I liked it because it's modular and it fit okay. And then, you know, as with most helmets, you could buy a custom visor. So I like the red and blue. Honestly, it reminds me of Spider-Man. Thought it was pretty awesome. So I rode this. I rode with this one, and I pretty much rode with it for about 3 years, I believe. And the problem that I had with this is, with all of them, is after a while the front of my forehead would start to hurt pretty bad. So I thought, okay, maybe the problem is because it's too small. This is a medium. So, as I said, after about 3 years, I upgraded to this. This is the HJC IS Max Bluetooth helmet. And Bluetooth doesn't mean Bluetooth is built in. Bluetooth basically means that on the side here, there is a removable plate where you can plug in a Bluetooth piece, and it holds it in place for you. I never had Bluetooth with this helmet, so I don't know all of the features on the Bluetooth. But again, this is a modular helmet. Let's see. Oh, actually, even though this is a modular helmet, the other thing is this was the first helmet that I had that had the built-in visor. So, the sun visor. So when you're riding, you can wear your normal glasses if you wear glasses, you can wear no glasses, you can wear goggles, you can wear your sunglasses if you want to, but it's not necessary because the helmet allows for you to have that extra in there. So this helmet is what I've been wearing mostly for probably about 10 years at this point. You really shouldn't take that much time on your helmet. But because there was a period in between, which I explained in previous videos, where I was not riding at all. So yeah, the helmet sat, but it wasn't getting road use out of it. And honestly, it served me well. This thing has a bunch of vents in it. I love it very much. But again, as with the last one, I would get, you know, the hot spots on my forehead. This is a large, so that didn't correct my issue. And about a year ago, I got this one. This is the Bell MX-9 Adventure helmet. This one is not modular, so this one lifts up in the front. The reason why I got this one is because I got the Suzuki VanVan, and that one is technically that's a dual sport bike. You can ride it off-road as well. The tires are meant for that. The bike itself is a little lifted up to where you can take it off-road. So with that, it comes with this visor for it. It does not have the built-in sunglasses, but this one, you know, as I said, I've only had this about a year. You know, I kind of just walked into cycle gear and I said, oh, let me try this helmet on. Okay, it fits, I'm going to take it. It's a terrible way to do it. This one gives me hot spots like crazy. This one actually hurts more than the HJCs did. This is also a large, so as far as I can tell, the large is appropriate, but it's the wrong shape. Now this is what's important to know about helmets. Helmets have different shapes to them. They generally come in 3 sizes. You can find these on most of the reseller websites. One size is round, traditional round. Second, which is the most common, and almost every helmet is made this way, it's called an intermediate oval. Some of them call it something different, but it basically means, like, some of them call it a round oval. Intermediate oval is most of them, usually what I see. But an intermediate oval just basically means that it's not quite round, it's not quite oval, and most heads will fit that for you, all right? But what I need, I believe that I need, and I'm going to find out with this new helmet that I got, is called a long oval. And long oval is what it sounds like. It means your head is very long, you know, side of my head. So it's something where I don't know a good way to measure that. I've seen people say, oh, just take this picture of this oval and superimpose it over, you know, a picture of your head. But to be honest, your hair is all over the place, you know, you don't see your skull. So I don't really think that's an entirely reliable way. It's probably a pretty good way. But the best way that it can be explained is if So let's say you're somebody who gets hot spots on your forehead. On your forehead, you're going to get those hot spots with a round helmet and an intermediate oval helmet. So those combined, getting that result from both helmet, it's usually pretty safe to say you might need a long helmet. And that's kind of the logic that I went off of. Now, if the long helmet is the wrong shape, what ends up happening is you get hot spots on your temples, on the side of your head. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen to me, because if I'm getting the hot spots with the intermediate oval, and then I'm getting hot spots with the long oval, I flat out have no clue what to do. Some people will try to trim their interior padding. That's a terrible idea. You don't want to alter the structure of your helmet. Some manufacturers, I think they sell different kinds of internal materials for them. And in that case, at least they've done the work and they know what's safest. So, now comes this. And I'm sure you can tell by the title of this video, I purchased the Icon Airflite Stim helmet. Stim is just a pattern on the outside, the design of the helmet. So let's get into this. I ordered this from Revzilla.com. So here it is. White box, says Icon, pretty standard. On the inside here, you have a nice label. It shows a picture of, I'm guessing it's the standard Airflite. It shows no patterns on it. And then you have your instruction manual right here. And this piece completely comes out. Alright, so inside we have the Icon handbook. I'm guessing this says Parts Unlimited, so I'm guessing this is probably the parts manual for it. Icon, one of the things that's kind of cool about the Airflite helmet, which I was seeing, is that you can buy replacement pieces for different parts of the helmet. As with most helmets, you can buy the visor, but they also have some side panels that you can replace. And they also have what's called, I think they call it the spoiler on the back. And it's kind of like the fin that hangs out that helps you to maintain wind control with it. Here's the helmet. And we have two more pieces inside here. So this looks like a price tag. This is probably what they would give the stores that they're going to be ringing it up with. The UPC on that. And then this is kind of just, it says Airflite, and it's talking about some of the features on it. So again, that's probably just their marketing material type stuff for when it's on display at the stores. Okay. So the helmet, the bag it's actually a little thicker than what I usually get on helmet bags. Usually helmet bags are these really like, for lack of a better term, the bags you usually get with your helmets are this like shiny sheer material. Sheer is probably not the best word to describe it, but everyone who owns a helmet knows what I'm talking about. This is a matte kind of just textured material. So this is something that if I were to leave it sitting on a shelf, I probably wouldn't be worried that the helmet would get scratched. Not that the other ones I'm never worried about that, but this is a good feeling material. They tied this in a giant bow. Okay. And that will probably never see a bow again. And it's got your standard push button, whatever corral thing this is called. Okay, and the unveil. And there it actually a very nice looking helmet. Wow, I like that. Very shiny. On the back it says Stim. Actually, even looking inside of it like this, I can kind of tell that the oval shape is more pronounced on this one. I like that. Right behind your head here, you have a brace, which I don't think my other helmets have that. I'm assuming that's probably going to help a lot more. It looks like it probably fits around the neck nicely. The face shield is actually pretty cool. The entire thing here, oops, another marketing thing. So here, the face shield is actually really strong in there. Like, I have to kind of push it out. It's like it clips in place. I wasn't expecting that, but I actually really like that. So you get your finger underneath it and you can detach it, and then the face shield just comes up. It's really smooth too. So with face shields on your helmet, they always have kind of like a locking place where it like holds in for you. Say like you just want to do a little, you'll feel it kind of click into place. You can feel it on this helmet, but it's like very subtle. And I actually like that. That's like really nice. The ergonomics on it, I guess, would probably be the best word. Back here is the spoiler that I was talking about. And yeah, so this also, so this has the visor that drops down in the front. And I can kind of pull it down with my fingers. Ah, here it is. Okay, I feel like an idiot. So on the side here is a lever, and the lever pulls it down for you. Now the fact that I can just kind of pull that down with my fingers, that's probably a little looser than I'd like. But if you push it all the way down, which it wasn't engaged in the box there, it locks in place, so that's good. So always just make sure you lock that. And then you got to pull it kind of hard actually to disengage it. So I like that. All right. So inside, another marketing material. It has a little sticker here. It's the Hydro Dry. Lets you know it dries 2 times faster. It says on the back here. I don't know if you can see that on the video. But this helmet liner features Hydro Dry fabric, Icon's exclusive moisture wicking technology. And I have heard about this. I don't know how well it works, but living here in sunny South Florida, anything that you can get inside is, most welcome. So let me see, before we try it on, okay, I've got 2 vents on the top here that I can open and close. In the very front here, I don't see anything that can open and close the, oh, actually it's on the inside. That's interesting, okay. So on the inside, you can't see it, but this part you can close from the inside. And I don't know which way is open and which way is closed, but one of them will do it. So let's try it on. Whew. That is tight. That's what she said. Okay. Okay, so I think the down position is open. That feels very nice, actually. I like that. So, hopefully you can hear me. I'm going to feel like an idiot when I'm editing this later. The cheeks are very tight, so it's holding it in, and that comes from that long oval shape on it. So on a long oval, it's going to hold the sides of your head more. On more of a round oval, for someone like me whose head was not fitting it properly, I really felt it on the front and the back of my head. Now, on the back here where I was talking about that plastic piece that probably protects, basically your brainstem, I'm not hitting it at all. So it's a good distance away. That is very tight, that helmet, so getting it off wasn't easy. But for those of you, again, if you've ever had a helmet, if this is not the first helmet you're going to be purchasing, you know that you have to break in the helmet material because it has to contour to the shape of your head. And there's many ways to do it. What I sometimes do is I'll wear the helmet for about a half hour at a time and do this over the period of a few weeks when I'm not riding, of course, just so that I can get it all in there and get my head in there, really exercise the interior. And the thing is, with that bell helmet that I was showing you from earlier, I wore it around actually quite a lot. I probably did it for 2 weeks straight, almost every day. I was wearing it for a half hour, and I still had the hot spots on my forehead by the time I was done. So it was not working for me. So really quickly, always satisfying. So on that piece I just pulled off, it basically just said that this is a fog-free helmet, and it has the locking technology, which I think it's called like free lock or something like that. Anyways, the locking technology, which I'm assuming it just means what I was talking about here, where you have to push up on it, and then the helmet locks back in place. So overall, for the money, that's not something that I can answer just yet, obviously. But I will say the construction is sturdy. I like the shape. I really like the shape of this. I like the way that it hugs my face. I like the way that it hugs my head. I'm excited to try it on and get going with it. I'm heading up north a few hours for Christmas. And my dad has a few motorcycles, so maybe I'll take this up with me and I'll get on one of the motorcycles, kind of ride around town up there and just see what, how much I like it. There's really not much else I wanted to show. But I did want to show something that I don't think a lot of riders know of. Consider this the bonus footage for this video. Have you noticed that when you put your gloves on, you can't really adjust your helmet? Putting your helmet on is not easy. What that's meant for is if you do your strap through your D-rings, so, if you put your strap through your D-rings, you can pull the strap forward and it's enough room to where you can fit your head inside the helmet. And using your gloves, you can then grab this red one to loosen it, and you can grab the strap to tighten it. So you tighten it around your neck, and let's say you're getting off your bike, you haven't taken off your gloves just yet, you can grab that red tab and it loosens it back up for you. And just kind of, get your hands under there and get your head out of the helmet. But that's kind of my bonus tip for the video, for those of you who didn't know. That's it. So again, this is the Icon Airflite Stim helmet. It comes in red, like you see, blue, as well as black. And I'm going to say black looks more like a dark gray, to be honest. Mostly because it's a shiny helmet and it's surrounded by white all over the place. So use your best judgment on that one, but you can pick them up wherever. Again, I got mine at Revzilla for $2.90. They have many different designs on them. They're all the Airflite. They're all the same helmet. One of them comes with MIPS technology, which is supposed to protect your brain in the event of an accident. And that Bell helmet that I have, the MX-9, it also has it. So if you're somebody who wants something, more of a dual sport type helmet, it's lightweight, it comes with a visor maybe, and you're really interested in that MIPS technology, the Bell helmet is a good way to go. But if you're someone who's struggling with the shape of your head, like I am, it's the final word is, reserved for now. However, this appears to be a pretty good option. So I'll try this out over the next few months. I'll do a follow-up video if I feel that it's appropriate, but I'm excited to try it. So, again, I'm Fork, this is my garage, and thanks for hanging out with me.